your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall hear it plenty meets in our need. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation. Hail, hail, hail this land of glory. We the Ambazonians pledge our loyalty. Praise the soul of Savior who granted us the freedom. And legends to the hero who brought the land with Yahweh. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Here in a nation flowing with earth and holy. Glory, glory, glory to the Father for making you a nation, a joy forevermore. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall hear it plenty meets in our need. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall hear it plenty meets in our need. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation.
Fellow Ambazonians, it is not the tradition of our government to publish our work and actions online for all to see that we are working. Governments are not run that way. Ours will not be an exception. Our public silence, therefore, on many issues is never the absence of responses or administrative action. Be it known today that the leadership of this IG and the ASC did not order the arrest of Comrade RK. This is an internal friction between children of the same family. RK is an ASC restoration freedom fighter in Boyo. The Boyo Administrative Court delivered a judgment which is now with the IG for review. We are now expecting the victim's statements to confront RK with so that he can humanly measure the tragic consequences of the deeds he has acknowledged, and so apologize appropriately to the victims and thereby begin the healing and reconciliation necessary. This healing process must precede a lasting restoration of peace and harmony in the Boyo County or community. Now, what Ambazonians are not aware of is that the involvement of the IG has saved RK's life. The community and affected individuals who wanted RK arrested expected nothing less than capital punishment for a complete consolation. Unfortunately, though, the IG for some is now the favorite victim of sabotage. They fabricate frivolous, ferocious, and unfounded lies, pointing to yours truly as the author of the Boyo arrest. Well, I'm not moved by what internet trolls say or write, because at the end of the day, this IG is ensuring that this works out for the good of our struggle. It may surprise you to know that those using RK's arrest as a line of attack against me or the IG really do not care about the truth or the dire consequences of a poor resolution of this conflict. Some see this as a chance to bring down the people's legal governing body. Bad judgment. it is ill-advised to ignore the fears and concerns expressed by the people of Boyo. Please permit the IG to handle governmental issues with all caution and wisdom. Issues pertaining to life and death must not be handled on social media. We have in the IG a transparent and matured leadership full of seasoned administrators that you can be proud of. In Ambazonia, unlike in French Cameroon, we should expect that even during war times like this, justice must be upheld for every accused and for every victim. RK is a young, brave, and intelligent soldier that needs to be guided. I look forward to that day he resumes his duties of responsibility responsibly and to defend his homeland. But how RK is restored will determine the future of peace in Boyo, and it will present an honorable standard for all restoration commanders on ground zero. My dear people, we have seen the sad images. We have all labored in grief and mourned the fallen hero. It is with a heavy heart that I come to you today because of our comrades who paid the ultimate sacrifice in the cause of defending the people of Ambazonia and our beloved fatherland. We want to salute our valiant soldier, General Amigo, and all our freedom fighters who have been assassinated by this evil terrorist regime of Paul Biya. Comrade Amigo, a hard worker, a compassionate man with a big heart and with a willing energy to risk his life just so that others could stay safe and be happy. He brought joy and pride to the people of Boyo. During the early hours of Friday, 16th November, he was unprecedentedly and brutally counterpoised by enemy forces while sitting in the funeral compound of his sister-in-law. This ambush of Amigo also resulted in the loss of 3 other brave fighters. Our hearts go out to our restoration forces under his command on ground zero, including his wife, children, parents, family, and the entire Boyo County who are grieving for this national hero. Amigo and Co., I want to assure you that your blood shall not go in vain. We will forever remember you as a brave man who loved family and community and finally died demonstrating a great sense of patriotism to your community and nation. I want to dedicate next Monday, November 17, 2018, Ghost Town as our Fallen Heroes Day in honor of our freedom fighters who served Ambazonia and fell like Amigo before the finish line. We have had some intelligence on the evil masterminds of Amigo's assassination, but we will have to wait for conclusive evidences before we make any official statements about the circumstances leading to his tragic assassination. My concern is for us to focus on how great and how soon we, the remaining thousands of freedom fighters, can finish this war declared on us by Paul Biya. Should we let our minute differences determine our approaches towards this fierce war? That is a choice you and I must make now. Should we ignore our petty limitations and forge ahead as one people with one voice, ready to crush Biya's forces of occupation and win this senseless war in record time? That is the honorable choice you and I can make even now. If I should, let me remind you of some of the reasons why we must make an assemblage of our best efforts, best fighters, and minimize our disagreements. As it is right now, we as a people on this crossroads of our liberation stand the risk of losing everything that pertains to us. We stand the risk of not just signing ourselves off for perpetual recolonization by the French colony of La République du Cameroon, but to permanently accept the status of a conquered people. This is why we must learn to choose and refocus on our all-time enemy and target. An Ambazonian, irrespective of his or her opinion, should not be our target or enemy. We are expected to know that the enemy seeks every chance to make gains and penetrate our ranks and destroy our movement through every available crack. We should not allow this to happen, for we are fighting a war which we cannot afford to lose. I understand that we are many enthusiasts in a haste to win this war of independence and to have a home of our own once again. But we need to redefine the very art of guerrilla warfare and be more prudent as we forge ahead. In that light, all unauthorized videos of our forces from Ground Zero have hereby been banned. We will emphasize our policy via Ground Zero commanders later. Dear Ambazonians, I might have not been perfect according to your judgment, that's for sure. I may still display some imperfections before we get to Boya. But one thing that must not be misconstrued is our mandate and my resolute commitment to fulfill it. It may interest you to know that from whence I took over office, our ground game has witnessed significant victories and changes. We have had to build and assemble forces in virtually every county. We have inflicted pain on the occupier like never before, and we have successfully made our national territory totally ungovernable by the colonial administration. As our struggle is fast gaining steam in our effort to internationalize the cause, as excitement and hope builds, we must understand that we have been mandated to seek out those who are lost and strengthen one another. We are to be our brothers' keepers. This is not a time to throw stones at each other. An Ambazonian civil or freedom fighter, irrespective of his or her affiliations, shouldn't be your enemy. We may correct each other to improve, but we should not engage in insane propaganda to destroy our own. We cannot continue to give Yaoundé the opportunity to hold ghost parties or give thanks to their wicked God. We are Amba strong. We are smarter. What unites us is greater than what separates us. Fellow Ambazonians, the time has come for us to shame the terrorist regime of Yaoundé and make our nation proud once again. This is not a time to be weary. This is a time when we should find solace in the bravery, the determination, the resilience, and the love for fatherland through the death of our fearless fallen heroes and keep the ball rolling. That notwithstanding, this is a time to hold our shoulders high and felicitate our progress, because we have recently made great diplomatic successes registered in Europe, Africa, and South America. We also created ACON, Ambazonia Commission for Reconciliation and Negotiation, as a platform where conflict resolution and perhaps reconciliation can be initiated amongst us. ACON gives us the opportunity to revise our lessons and sort out the best ways forward. The chairman of ACON, Professor Carlson Anyangwe, will present a layout in the days ahead. Every single Ambazonian should become a true freedom fighter in this existential war. The Ambazonia Peace Plan is aimed at mobilizing and securing our county's local government by local government. It is an all-inclusive initiative that doesn't only ensure effective resource mobilization, but also maximizes the involvement of our talents and gives opportunity to realize our Ambazonia dream sooner than later. This program introduces the very foundation our federal Ambazonia states are built on. This program has been well thought out. It doesn't encourage tribalism or tribal warlords like some would want you to believe. No. Our tribal, cultural, and development organizations, which are funding most of our community projects on Ground Zero, are not promoting tribalism. The Amba Peace Plan does not either. I urge you to take a look at the detailed program. Give yourselves the chance to be a part of this premium strategy that will surely secure our country with none left behind and protect our national sovereignty. Right now, let's take a minute of silence in honor of Amigo and all our fallen heroes. Remember that we have dedicated tomorrow, Monday, November 19th, as our National Day of Remembrance for Comrade Amigo and all our fallen heroes. Long live Ambazonia. Short live the war. God bless you. And may God bless the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Thank you.
Hail this land of glory, we the Ambazonians, pledge our loyalty. Praise the soul of Savior who granted us the freedom, and legacy to the hero who brought along the diablo. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Here in a nation, flowing rivers and holy. Glory, glory, glory to the Father for making you a nation, a joy forevermore. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation. Ambazonia, land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our need, and your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of this nation.